So, today I'm going to be talking to you about colons and semicolons. So, why did I choose this topic? Well, until recently, I had some trouble with when to use colons and semicolons correctly in a sentence. And I don't think anyone should struggle with them as long as I have, since they are pretty easy topics. So, on that note, let's dive right in with colons. So, this is what a colon looks like, in case you didn't know. So when do I use a colon? Well, you use a colon when listing a bunch of items. Here's a sentence. I bought a lot of meat at the store: bacon, turkey, chicken, and tuna. Can you tell me which one of these two sentences is correct? The one with the colon in it. Because we're listing off bacon, turkey, chicken, and tuna. Remember, we use colons to list a bunch of things, not commas. So when else do I use a colon? Well, you can also use a colon to introduce a second sentence that clarifies the first sentence. So, here's a sentence. We have set this restriction. Do your homework before watching television. Can you tell me which one of these two is correct? The one with the colon in it. But why? Remember, a colon is used to introduce a second sentence that clarifies the first sentence, which is why we use a colon there, not a comma. Now let's move on to semicolons. So this is what a semicolon looks like, in case you didn't know that. So when do I use a semicolon? To separate independent clauses. So here's a sentence. The cow is brown, it is also old. Can you tell me which one of these two is correct? The one with the semicolon. But why? Because the cow is brown is an independent clause, and it is also old is also an independent clause. So to make that a complete sentence, you would have to use a semicolon to separate the two independent clauses. So when else do I use a semicolon? To separate items in a complicated list. Here's a sentence. You are traveling to Paris, France, London, England, and Rome, Italy. Which one of these two sentences is correct? The ones with the semicolons after the city and the country. But why? Well, when putting commas in between each of them, it makes Paris, France, London, England, Rome, and Italy each different things, not a city within a country, like the semicolon makes it. And that is all I have for you guys. So I hope that this helped you with when to use colons and when to use semicolons, because I know that it helped me. Thanks, guys.